It's currently 7:45 p.m. I've most recently started editing the July 22 My Dinner video project. Currently putting the raw video clips for it in order after putting the photo part in order. Though I plan on finishing the editing for that My Dinner video project tomorrow, as I plan on going to bed at 10 p.m. The July 21 My Dinner video project file finished uploading to my YouTube channel about an hour ago. And the July 20 My Dinner video project file finished uploading to my YouTube channel roughly 13 and a half hours ago. I recall naturally waking up today around 3:15 in the morning. And during a few hours after that, I finished editing the July 20 My Dinner video project in Camtasia 2019. Rendered that video project file into a 1080p quality MP4, and then uploaded that MP4 to my YouTube channel. Same for the July 21 My Dinner video project, only in that case it was during the mid-afternoon, late afternoon, and into the early evening hours. Around 7 in the morning, I had, with my first and only cup of plain coffee today, some scrambled eggs with some diced green peppers, both prepared by my mom. And I recall around that time at least putting the photo part in order and then the raw video clips in order for the July 21 My Dinner video project. and then adding royalty-free music to the photo part, and thus getting to the point where for every My Dinner video project, I save as and make it an official Camtasia 2019 video project file. My shift at Wegmans today was from 8 in the morning to 12:30 p.m. And I took my 1 and only 15-minute break around noon. And I recall during my shift, I primarily restocked the banana section and the hard item section of the produce department. The hard items section essentially being different varieties of onions and potatoes. But I also restocked bulk kiwis, plantains, and pineapples for the tropical section. There was also a point in which I used my designated cart for today to restock some mini seedless watermelons, as many as I felt comfortable loading on the top level of my cart. To avoid the risk of having a watermelon roll off and split open upon hitting the ground. As I transported my cart from the section of the employees only warehouse for those who work in the produce department to one of the front sections of the produce department. I also restocked merchandise for the bulk wall of the produce department. On the right side of the produce department, at one point, rubber banding with one blue rubber band with the PLU code for a bunch of celery on it. Every bunch of celery that was out on the floor that wasn't banded without restocking any more bunches of celery. A few hours into my shift, an older male coworker that I'm pretty sure is a manager or at least a supervisor at the Wegmans I work at, led me to a small computer room within a general corridor of the employees only warehouse. So I could order a new pair of anti-slip work shoes. In this case, I got exactly what I wear currently, as that was what I wanted to do. I had asked about getting a new pair of anti-slip work shoes during an earlier day's shift, and I recall the whole process was easy, straightforward, and only took roughly 10 to 15 minutes. The general corridors of the employees only warehouse has general equipment and store merchandise for employees and leads to different department sections of the employees only warehouse and different departments of the main public part of the supermarket. As I'm not used to these corridors, if I make any turns in them, I pretty much always get a little lost, but within a few minutes, I'm able to make my way back to either the section of the employees only warehouse for those who work in the produce department or to the produce department itself. My mom both drove me to the Wegmans I work at and picked me up from the Wegmans I work at. When my mom picked me up, she drove me to my dad's place with my packed laptop case, a reusable Walgreens bag with a salad my mom made for me, which I had around 1:30 p.m. with 2 small aluminum cans of low sodium V8 branded vegetable juice, which was more likely from a beigeish plastic bag my mom brought over when she picked me up from the Wegmans I work at, which contained some small aluminum cans of low sodium V8 branded vegetable juice and some plastic bottles of super water, rather than the beigeish plastic bag my mom gave me while dropping me off at the Wegmans I work at, which contained 2 small aluminum cans of low-sodium V8 branded vegetable juice. I put it in the break room fridge. Forgot to get it after my shift and would have forgotten about it completely had my mom not reminded me as she was picking me up from the Wegmans I work at. I did a 30-minute HIIT workout, roughly from 3:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. By following along the YouTube video I always follow along to for a 30-minute HIIT workout. This time I sipped at a plastic bottle of strawberry lemonade flavored super water. I didn't have any of it during the first set, but then had at least a tiny sip during both 60-second breaks between sets and most of the 30-second breaks between exercises during the second and third sets. I recall I drank roughly half of that plastic bottle of strawberry lemonade flavored super water during the 30-minute HIIT workout, and I drank the rest of it while cooling down downstairs at the side of the kitchen at my dad's place where the dishwasher is, until about 4:20 p.m. Then I went back upstairs to my room at my dad's place, having left my air conditioner on at 70 degrees Fahrenheit to air out any evaporated sweat. It only took a bit of effort to do the 30-minute HIIT workout, though by the end I was sweating somewhat profusely. I recall I finished cooling down around 4:40 p.m. During periods in which I've had my air conditioner off, my room upstairs at my dad's place has been a little hot, to the point where I'm mildly sweating, but it doesn't really bother me. My dad made these scrambled eggs, and both the scrambled eggs made by my mom and made by my dad were pretty good. I recall feeling tired and nodding off somewhat around the time the July 21 My Dinner video project file was rendering and then being uploaded to my YouTube channel, but I managed to push through it, and now I feel fine. Here's where I am currently on Oceania.